Hey guys, my name's Jess and this is my cat Brax. He really wanted to star in this video, didn't you, Brax? Okay, anyways, today I'm going to talk about what a pacemaker is, but first I'm going to give you a little bit of a rundown about how I came to get my pacemaker. Mwah. Do you want to get down, Braxy? Do you want to get down? Go, kind of go. Anyways, so when I was back to 2007, I started getting like chest pains, really bad, like someone stabbing me in the chest. That was when I was 8 years old. Then it didn't happen for a while, and then all of a sudden I started to get it more frequently, like when I was walking, running, sleeping. GP, and she decided that, you know, she referred me to get some testing done. So she got me to do CAT scans, echo, ECGs, stress test, blood test. I hope I didn't say that already, and also bone tests. So I had all of these tests done, and I ended up finding out that I had a irregular heartbeat, which most people can live their whole life with and not know about it. So, you know, that was a normal thing. But they also found out that I had a first and second degree heart block, which meant that the electrical impulses from the top and bottom chamber were a lot slower than usual. So they just wanted to monitor that a bit more. So I got referred to the Royal Children's Hospital in Melbourne, and there I continued to, with the cardiologist there, meet up once a year with them just to have regular checkups and make sure nothing's progressed, all that stuff. It came to 2013, I was 14 years old, and one of the tests came up a little bit different than usual, and they thought it was a bit strange. But they sent me home and they basically said, you need to come back the following week and we'll do a few more tests. After all the tests were completed, I think I just did a stress test or an echo and another ECG. I always do ECGs when I go for a checkup, which are like little sticky things you stick to your chest and it reads your heart chambers and stuff. And they're like, you need to go to surgery. You need a heart surgery ASAP, basically. They said that to my mum first before telling me, I think, because she called up my dad and she looked upset. And back then I was naive. I was like, cool, whatever, you know, what's going on. I was a little bit nervous, but I wasn't too bad. I went into my cardiologist's office and he sat me down and he's like, this right here is a pacemaker and I will need to do a heart operation on you because you've gone from a first degree heart block to a full heart block, which means that no electrical impulses from the top and bottom chamber were getting through. And I was like, okay, you know, I was 14, I was naive, I didn't really understand how serious it could be, you know. So he continued to explain where and how he was going to insert it in my body. I obviously was, you know, he also told me what I can and cannot do. He said contact sport, you won't be ever able to do that again. Going through the airport, I wasn't allowed to go for the detectors, and wasn't allowed my phone near my chest, all these things. But the one thing that struck me was netball. Netball was my life then. I just got into Rowville Secondary Sports Academy, and I wanted to go somewhere with netball, and that's what hit me the most. I was like, I can't play netball, are you serious? But then he proceeded to say that he doesn't want me to stop pursuing my dreams. So he said that I can talk to the surgeon and see if we can put it in a spot that's a little bit more padded, and so it you don't get bumped in the chest or something like that. So they did decide to put it under my left boob. And that sounds weird saying that on YouTube. They ended up putting it under my left boob just for extra padding. I was I wasn't small at 14 in my chest, so that would help. So they did that. So basically they just put wire, like a really long wire through a vein, and it goes into my heart through this little vein, big vein, into my heart. And basically I got a scar right there, right there, and that's where they did the insertion for the wire. Then they inserted the pacemaker through the left side of my boob. So I have a massive scar from here down, where they inserted the pacemaker. Then what they did was connect the wires from here or down through my chamber, and then connected it to the pacemaker. And that basically just helps the electrical impulses from the top and bottom chamber communicate to one another again. So post operation, I am healthy. I can do normal everyday life. It hasn't limited me in any way. I find sometimes when I stretch this arm, though, it's not as flexible as this arm. I struggle a little bit because of the wire here, so that's what I got to be careful with. Basically, I found out the other week from my cardiologist at Casey that I need to have a pacemaker replacement in 2 years' time. So that means my pacemaker only lasted 8 years. Normally it takes maybe, they say, around 10 years before you have to get your battery replaced, but for me, obviously, it's 8 years now. They just put this like little device on your chest, and it reads 2-3 months down prior what your heart rate was at, what your battery's at. They know everything from like a year ago just from putting this device on my chest because of the information it stores, which I think is really interesting. So yeah, if you have any questions about my pacemaker, if you're worried because you're getting yourself a pacemaker soon and you just need someone to talk to, I'm always here. Just leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe as well. I can answer a few of your questions in another video to, just in case I didn't cover anything that you guys want to know. So yeah, thanks for watching my YouTube, and stay tuned. Make sure to this sounds so weird. I never thought I was ever going to do this. Make sure you like and subscribe.